Hi, Barbara Liss here from Montana Bliss Artworks, and today I want to show you some of my tools and materials I use for sculpting concrete. The bucket. It's called a tough tote, and it is tough because when I clean it, I'm actually beating the bottom of it to get all the concrete residue off. I use a wooden spoon, spurtles. Use something good because you're mixing concrete and you want something sturdy so it doesn't bust off. You probably recognize this from your kitchen for shish kebabs. I use this for making holes, making nostrils. This also came from the kitchen, from frosting cakes, and I use it for reducing the outside shape of the face, cutting off some of the extra concrete. Antique leather knife. This curved blade right here is what's really important. This is an X-Acto knife, and also the curved blade, very important. Gloves. If you go to really thick gloves, you don't feel the concrete as well, and your fingers they're just too stiff to keep your fingers very mobile. A really good makeup brush. I use this at the end on some pieces to just brush and finish it to make it a little smoother if I want a smooth finish. A file from the shop. So when it is cured about halfway, I take it out and I just hand file the edges to get the slurry residue off. Brushes, and you do have to use really good brushes sometimes to clean around the eyes, and concrete is very hard on brushes. So know that you're going to sacrifice them, but unfortunately good tools are necessary. This little one here is one of my favorites for cleaning around the eyes. And sometimes these are just used for smoothing the surface a little. Jars for adding your liquids. Once you pick a container for your liquids and concrete, it's best to use that all the time so that you understand your proportions. Oil. Oil is used to put on the surface of my sculpting board. This is a stone Lazy Susan, Montana made. It's so durable, has the best turn Lazy Susan on the bottom, and this just a really heavy piece of stone. This is regular Portland cement. And this is what I normally use. The white costs twice as much. Here's my colorant. It's Davis Colors I get at the concrete plant. And it's going to take a lot of colorant to go from white to a concrete color that I want. So this gray, once you put water in it, it's very dark. And it's hard to know until you work with the colorants a lot what the outcome will be with the colorant. So recently I did red hair on a girl and I wanted the exact red. So I chose to use the white so that I could see the true color that concrete was going to be when it dried. And it took a lot of colorant, a lot to get it to the red auburn that I wanted, but I was thrilled with the color when I was done. And had I used this, I would have had to wait until it dried to know what I ended up with. I do have other colorants you can get from artist supplies in small quantities. If I want blue for a scarf, you don't buy this in large quantities. It is powder. This is artist dry pigments. And so I buy these smaller ones for more unusual colors that I really seldom use. This, it looks like it does because I use this constantly when I am sculpting. Ladies, you might recognize this. It comes out of the box of hair dye, and it is perfect. It's a nice holding size. The tip that the liquid comes out is perfect size, and the mixture is in here as well, because you're taking pieces off and putting pieces on of a more cement mixture, and you need them to adhere well. A little spray bottle. This actually is from cleaning glasses, and it's a really fine spray. I love this. I use it sometimes when I'm all done, just to spray the whole piece, because I want a good moisture content to have that curing process be slow. I love these glasses. I buy them at all the secondhand stores, and the reason I like them is because they're stable. So these go on top of my work surface after I finished sculpting and before it goes into the plastic, so that I can keep the plastic off of the piece. This is pieces of flooring that I got at the local Habitat store, and they're so perfect. Plastic bags. I like clear because even though as the piece is curing and the bag is just full of water and you can't see through it, it eventually dissipates. I get them at the local laundry, dry cleaners, and they do have different sizes, larger ones than this that I use on my larger pieces. And then you need drying racks to keep all these pieces curing for 30 days. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.